So yeah, another video. I know there's like this huge delay of like a week worth of time in delay. Uh, and that's primarily due to my feelings in making YouTube videos. They're fun to play, and it's kind of fun to make, really, because you get to watch in retrospect what you're saying and what you're doing. But the huge delay is primarily because during the what? During the week that I've pretty much been gone, a friend of mine, well, my friend and I were playing Shogun 2 co-op. Now, I wanted to do the co-op series with him, but the problem comes down to editing. I've actually spent several hours editing just the one video, and it's only 15 minutes long, and I still have another 30 minutes to edit, and that's just one video out of what I recorded was maybe what, 4 or 5 videos worth of like value after editing. So it's like I've recorded a lot of it, but the editing process for me, because of how flimsy I am, it could even take about a month, and that's not something I exactly have the time for, because school is going to start on the 25th of August for me, and I, of course, would rather focus on my studies than on YouTube, mostly because I don't make anything from it, and it's like education between the future or video games. I have to make a choice there, and I'm always going to choose education for my future, especially since I have a very ambitious dream that I hope to one day achieve. And when I do, well, let's just say you all know it and you all love it. I know you will. And if not, then you probably should say something now. But yeah, I have dreams and goals I'd like to achieve. Should I move this? No, I'm gonna move it. Aside from playing Shogun 2 with my friend, I've been watching Dawn of War 2 videos. And those are from Indrid. I don't know if it's Indrid Cast. It might be Indrid Cast. But I don't know for certain. I think this is the single combat guy. Yes. And then show a force. And then we will move in. We'll siege it for now, and just let me finish up talking whatever it was I was thinking. Oh god, I've lost track of where I am. That happens all the time. I lose track of where I am. Oh well. But yeah, Indrid Cast, Dawn of War 2, really awesome. Really loving it. And that's kind of what I've been doing for a week. Just that, some Shogun 2. So I've kind of been out, mostly because of that. There are so many things I wish I could learn, and yet so little time to learn it. See, I wish I had more time in this world. Like, if I could live forever, oh my god, I would be one happy mofo. Can you move any, no? That may have been really stupid of me then. Because if I attack, what I know about it is Macedonian infantry aren't bad. They have a ballista. Granted, these are on sea, so they will have to land. The ballista will be fairly useless. But it doesn't mean they're any easier, especially when they have a small garrison at least. I want to try and lure them out instead. So I'm going to break the siege and actually fall back on this, because I don't want them reinforcing it just yet. And I guess that... Wait, what happens here? Nothing. Nothing else. Diplomacy. Let me see what the world is up with. So Egypt is still at war with Syracuse, which is awesome. The Averni really don't like me. Can I get a non-aggression? No, I can't get it for free. The problems.
I trust you,
Maybe we can...
have me listen to you.
Nope. Okay. Well then. Well, that ends this turn. So yeah. I lost track of what I was saying again. That seems to be happening quite often. Oh, right. Patch. There's actually a patch. I don't know if it came to Rome 2 yet, or it's... If it's coming, but what I read from the patch list is they are improving the siege AI, so it's no longer... So when the siege happens, say in a large settlement like Carolus over there, the AI isn't going to just bash at your gates. Supposedly. I have not tested out, but supposedly they will not just bash at your gates anymore. They will try to use their siege equipment, providing a more complex battle, which I am both excited for, yet very saddened, because it means that I can no longer cheese them. I will have to actually defend my walls, which realistically, you know, is, gosh, how should I say it? It makes sense realistically. Like, if an army were to attack your high stone walls, they would actually use the ladders they put there, not just use it for one guy and then bash your gates. They would try to climb your walls if you didn't destroy the ladder. So perhaps we'll see more complex tactics being used, and I should probably put this. Oh goodness, mouse. Yeah, this happens sometimes. It's just the battery gets a little loose, I guess. Or, yeah, there we go. Yeah, the battery just got a little bit loose, or just desynced with its connection. Either way. I don't want to hide him. I know if we do nothing, he's just found dead. Yeah, I don't know. You know what? We'll out him. It's immoral. Immoral. It's unethical. It's disgusting. What is this? When besieging and for all siege units. That sounds great, but not necessary. Let's see. No, I don't do sea combat. Should I move on with the tech in military? I'm not so certain military tech is the most useful, because yeah, see, I can get mounted sword legionnaires if I upgrade again, so, but it's like I don't really need them because we can already make equites or something like that. So I don't this is where Romans kind of get really bleh, you know, like just boring, is tech. You have such great early units that when you want to start leveling to like the legions and whatnot, you kind of start thinking, should you get the other tech? And in sort of the grand scheme of things, I don't think it matters much if you get it, but you know what? No, we'll get it. I'm going to get philosophers because of that +2 cultural conversion. That, it's not bad, and I hope it's not a waste of turns, because if it's a waste of turns, we're going to have problems, you know. You know what I mean? And because this is, of course, a new turn, let us poison wells again. Let me single combat this guy. There we go. And demoral... Wait, do we... Is this... yeah, I think it's worth it. Show of force. Actually, are they both part of my faction? He is, and it looks like he is. So, yeah, we're going to start the attack with Gold Upgrader Boy here, and encircle. Because we now have the movement speed to actually do this. So let's see if we can't auto-resolve. Those are not great odds. Let me besiege again. Let's see. In terms of diplomacy, Tylus is sort of protecting me, so I don't have much to worry about them. The problem would come in when we go to war with Cyprus, when we start fighting Cyprus and Pontus, Rhodes, maybe. I'm kind of surprised I'm not at war with them. The only other issue could possibly be the Royal Scythia and the Getae. But is it... Are they really a threat right now? They sort of are, but I think I still have enough time to actually recover from such heavy losses. So it almost feels like it's worth it, and just, you know what? Just for the sake of time, it's probably best we do it. For the sake of time. There we go. We can liberate, but they're a completely different culture, and so they're not really worth anything to me. So we're gonna sack the settlement, I believe is what it was, and then we're going to come back in and loot the settlement. Okay, good. The one thing, oh, no, this is not good. We lost something here. I don't know what it was, but we lost something. Huh. I didn't even know you could make these. Well, that's something new. I didn't even know you could make these! What the heck? When did these get introduced? Were they here the whole time? Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, my God. 300 hours of playing and I still haven't figured this out. Oh, boy. That's pretty sad. Well, I'm pleasantly surprised, actually. So, let's see. What did we lose? It looks like we only lost the cavalry, so that's great. That's fairly easy to replenish. I believe we already have the buildings for it. We want a harbor, yes. A harbor is beneficial. We don't need the... Oh, well, Wait, what is this? Oh, no, we want this. Yeah, this we want. Wait, what? Wait, it either converts into a cohort barracks? What? That's kind of lame. What the heck? It shows like an anvil and stuff. So I thought it was one of these, you know, like this one. Huh. Oh well. I'm curious. What the heck? So I guess we'll just destroy it anyways. We'll rebuild it later. It's not really that big a deal. We have minus 25 penalty, which is not much in penalty. So yeah, it's not much. I think household expanded. What is this? Weighted practice shield. I've never seen that one. That's new. Trait gained. Blatant adulterer. If you're a child and you're watching this, don't become this. This is really bad image for you, okay? I know how everyone likes posting things on their Facebook and Twitter, but some things are best kept quiet, okay? In your private life, just keep it to yourself. No one needs to know. Unless you want them to know for some odd reason. But yeah, that's another trait. I don't think I've seen that actually, so... I don't know, I'm like a kid in a candy shop right now. It's really odd. It's like I feel like that a kid who's been to a candy shop all his life only to find out that there's something really special about the candy shop in his like mid-30s or something. So after going there for like 30 years, I've just found out like a few interesting things. And it's, I don't know, the feeling you get from finding out is kind of... It's great and exciting, but it's also really odd, because it's like, how did you not know? But I'm quite happy with it. Also, some of you might be wondering... No, I probably covered that already. Yeah, so, as I was saying with Shogun 2, in terms of editing, why I chose not to... What am I doing? What am I doing? Why did I do that? Oh, right, because these are the forges. Okay. As I said with Shogun 2 being that kind of why I didn't do it was because of the editing, and why instead I chose to continue on with this is because this doesn't require much editing. It's very simple to edit, which is really great for further mass production, especially since my goal is to try and pump as many of these videos out as I can, specifically for this series, so that the series can continuously move forward, so I don't have to worry as much in terms of content for it when the school kind of starts to hurt me. And plus, since during the school, unlike the summer, I don't exactly have much time to do all of this, especially since I have things I also need to do outside of school. So I'm only going to be given like maybe a day of recording, another day of editing, and then possibly one day of uploading while I'm at school. So you can kind of see why during this summer, well, whatever's left of this summer, I kind of, at this point, want to really get this through the door as quickly as I can. Because I know a lot of people are like, they end their playthrough at like part 100 something, or sometimes part 50 something. I'm like on part 15. And in terms of how far I've gotten, I don't think it's that far in turn 15. And I know how some of the YouTubers are like, oh, they're just like 15-minute videos, so maybe one of my videos counts for 3 of theirs, so I'm like 3 times the content. But I feel I move too slow in a lot of my turns. Like, I just take too much time trying to think things through to the end and not make as many mistakes. Because unlike, I guess one of the more famous ones for this is Heir of Carthage, I make plenty of mistakes during campaigns, at least during campaigns. I know during the battles I make tons of mistakes that aren't even worth talking about at this point. But in comparison of campaign, I want to move a little faster, simply because, like Heir of Carthage, he moves pretty quickly, but he gets everything done. I don't get everything done. I just like lose track sometimes, and it's crazy how sometimes I don't do anything for a whole turn, and then I realize like 5 turns later I have an agent not doing anything. So you know what? Let's poison wells. Maybe we can weaken their defenses a little bit. Okay, there's really nothing I can do with these guys right now. I can go scouting with them, but that's kind of a waste. What if, like, you know, enemy agent appears out of the blue and just blindsides me? Perhaps I should send him here and just send him on a defensive position. I think that's a great choice to make and a great move. Macedon, I don't see retaking Pella anytime soon. Like, the garrison here is already really just powerful. Like, it's really powerful at this point. I don't think I need an extra garrisoning force. Against these guys, I kind of feel like I would, for the time being. But, again, I'm not 100% certain. Now, in terms of attack, I could attack Epirus here, right now, with the 2 armies that I just talked. The one from Pella, and the one I just clicked on, sorry, from Harapna, or something like that. And I could attack Ephesus and take it from Cyprus, which would put me on a solid standing ground here and allow me to pretty much crush basically crush Tylus when I need to. And that would be great, but you know what, let me check diplomacy. Because I was about to say, I'm not sure if Rhode is on their sides, and ooh, it does not look like they are. Oh, this is perfect. Now, plan number 2 is we actually attack Rhodes and take it, and then allow the Rhode army to sort of move off and perhaps even attack us and crush it while it's, trying to attack us. And then we move in for Ephesus, and I'm going to end the turn here so I don't waste more time, and move in, for that settlement. Now, that's another good plan, but do I really want a war with Rhodes? And that's a good question as well, because they are allied with Pontus, and though I am already at war with Pontus, would this create more further complications? For instance, I don't know what Cyprus actually has, which has me quite worried about them. Okay.
Can you help with this small matter?
If anyone from CA is watching at this point, please, is there a way, or a mod, or if you know or if you can program a way where shit like this doesn't happen? Macedon doesn't have land anymore. They have an army, but it's useless. Is there something you guys could do, perhaps, to change this? Because I'm tired of having these sort of end turns where I'm getting ridiculous requests. This is ridiculous. Like, why the hell would I want this faction to fight Macedon, who is basically a dead faction, and have to pay them 14k? They should be joining me for free at this point. There's no point in this. So it's just a waste of time, and I know that's a little rant and kind of like, dude, don't like mad dog them or anything, but it's just something that's a bit of an annoyance.
One sacrifice is needed.
that I would like to know if they could, possibly fix in a future patch, or if there's anything a player could even do about it to lessen, it from happening. So once a faction loses all its settlements, you're not spammed with a bunch of messages from its enemies that go, "Hey, do you want me to join the war? If you pay me, I'll join." And it's like, there's nothing there to join. They're dead, So I'm wondering if there's something like that can be done either from our side, maybe through a mod, or just, if it's someone who's able to code, maybe they could do something about it, basically. Just something, anything, I think is a good way of going about... anything is good to get around that sort of problem. It's really odd that this is, at least in this game, it's just really odd. And my assumption is they still do it because it goes by the faction instead of if faction holds settlement, then if true, faction holds settlement, then so on and so forth, and if not, then so on and so forth. Like, I'm wondering if you could do it maybe that way. I don't know. I'm not, an expert at the field, so I'm just speaking out of my ass, as some people would say, but that's just something I would like to see changed. For ease of use and just sort of, ease of use, basically. There's nothing else I can really say about that. It just makes the game flow smoother during the end turns. Well, it might make the game go smoother during end turns. I'm not sure if it would. I think it would be less game breaking in terms of game breaking. What am I talking about? Messing up the immersion. Sorry, not game breaking, just the immersion. It's like, I just want the turn to be over, get it done with. I just realized I forgot a bunch of agents that I could have used to do something. This is the problem I have with moving too fast. I'm trying to move quickly, and again, I already said it, specifically just to get the series to keep going, but oh my god, I just, forgetting a bunch of stuff. I should probably, I should scout with Spy. There we go. I should scout with the Spy now to see what Tylus has. Wow, I did not realize they just took that. Whoa. Okay. So now I know what they have to scout what Pontus has, because I also know Pontus is in the north? What is this? The Protectors of the Colonies Carthage. Mission aborted. What is this? Allied request. The Assembly has consulted our greatest Navarchi? Thinks it prudent that you should attack this fleet. A whole lot of things happened that I wasn't paying attention. Ooh, philosophy is done. Let's see, what other tech? Now, we could do political occurrence, but I actually love the politics. But it is giving me wealth from the culture, which is fantastic. But I guess that kind of cuts into, what the hell am I going to do with all this money? I have $500,000. I can't even spend it all. I don't know what do I do with it. I can't raise any more armies, I don't think. Yeah, I can't even make any more armies. I can make fleets, but like I said in a lot of earlier videos, they're, at least for campaign, I'm when you're fighting a real player, it's a whole different story. I mean, like a whole different story. But on the campaign, fleets are just useless. They're just piles of junk. So should I get more money? You know what? Because I already said I was a conservative in the other videos in terms of money, at least, I'm going to go for the money, because greed makes the world go round? I don't think that's how that goes. I think it's money makes the world go round, and that's not even entirely true. Yes, back to the Spy. Let's see what the hell's up. What's up with it? I don't like how they took it, but at the same time, it's pretty good because they're spreading their spreading their forces. What? Thinly? They're thin. Let's just put it that way. They're thin. Their forces are too spread, and so they're thin on manpower. What the hell is this? Oh, for the love of... I can't believe I actually forgot this. All right, because road is now forced off, they're going to be on fleets. Not entirely certain how I'm going to deal with that, but let's poison their wells. Gosh, I feel like I'm I'm just stuttering all over the place at this point. Trying to think on the fly, it's kind of hard. Like I said in a lot of previous videos, live commentary, not so easy. It seems easy, and like PewDiePie and probably a few other popular YouTube gamers are just, oh man, I envy them. It's like, it happens. It's just there, and it's not hard for them. And for me, it's kind of, yeah, I'm still in this sort of awkward stage where it's sort of odd. Who are these people? Okay. You know what? Screw it. I don't care. The Overhaul don't, as long as they don't bother me, I'm okay, you know. It's trade agreements, sure, they may hate me for it, but hey, it's okay. But back to the subject of other YouTubers being able to do it, I really envy them. And that's probably just because they have a lot more experience than I. So, yeah, perhaps in time I can get to a point where they're like really comfortable doing it and it's not as awkward for them. So, yeah. But I guess everything is all due in time or something like that. Jeez, I really don't know the phrase. I should probably stop saying the phrases because I don't even know them. Let's see. Pontus. Ooh, that's a nice looking. Oh, wow. I've never seen the... I'm not going to lie. I've never fought Pontus before, so I don't know what they actually have. In fact, out of my 300 hours that I've played, I haven't fought most of the factions, so I don't know what they have. I only know some of their core basic... Well, not even core. I should just say their most basic units where it's not even worth mentioning because who the hell uses Levy Freeman the whole time through their game? Actually, that should be a challenge to any Total War player right now. You know, is use only... So for instance, if you're Roman, only use Auxiliary Spearmen. Nothing else. Nothing else, okay? Auxiliary Spearmen and only that. And try to win the game with just that. Pure Auxiliary Spearmen. No range, no cavalry, nothing. Just that. And then for like other factions like the Barbarian ones, only Levy Freeman. That's it. Levy Freeman. Period. Nothing else. Because I shit you not, that has to be the most, just thinking about it right now makes me so excited if someone did it. Because it's so interesting. Is it even possible to win the game with that? And not diplomatic or economic victory or research victory. And is there a scientific? I don't know if there's a science victory, but if there is, then no research victory. Pure, total domination. No subjugation, no city-state, nothing. Just pure basically what I'm doing now, just with a lot more shittier units. I want to see someone take that up as a challenge. I myself might even do it. Take it up as a challenge myself on personal times, and if I feel it's truly viable with my type of playing style, with my the way I would play, then I'll probably do it publicly as well. Simply because I really find it interesting. Like, who wouldn't find it interesting? I mean, personally, I would love to watch Era of Carthage do it, or any other YouTuber for that matter, and just watch if it gets way more complicated than what it seems. Because the way I'm seeing it is. With vanilla, with my limited knowledge of vanilla, I'm going to put that out there now. Limited knowledge of vanilla because I haven't played it since like version 1.0 or something like that. Some ridiculously old version. So if the AI didn't change by much, where it's still sort of that skirmish AI that doesn't make sense, then it might be easier to win with. But if it's like Radious AI, where I say Radious AI, not really Radious AI, but like similar to what Radious offers in that it changes the way the AI builds its armies to be more heavy shock troopers. I'm honestly curious if you could win, because that really would make some interesting things, because then it's like, oh god, I choked on my spit, sorry about that, but it would make that interesting sort of situation where it's like you take a city, and that's great. You know, you use 2 of your armies, you take a city, and you did a live battle, and you lost 90% of all your troops, and they lost every defender, right? So, and their army was smaller than yours, perhaps, or even larger. Either or, it doesn't really matter. But you took the city, and you lost 90% of the troops. It would be so interesting to see, can you hold on to that city? Like, for the next 4 turns. Like, say there was an immediate attack in the next 3 turns. Could you hold on to it? Because it just brings out that sort of fascinating tactic of the campaign. Like, would it become that sort of... Oh my god, I'm not even playing the game at this point. I'm practically... I'm pretty much just talking. I'm not even playing. Let me do a few things and play the game, and then let's see if I can continue talking about it. So it brings up that interesting factor where if you can hold what I was saying was, if you took a city and you took 90% losses, not only could you hold it, would it become that sort of battle where, let me just demonstrate for a while. So say you took this little city, and then there was this army out here that was going to invade in maybe next turn, maybe next 2 turns, maybe next 3 turns. Would it become that sort of war where you go, oh, well, I lost a lot of my guys, and it's time to pull back. So you pull back to say, I don't know, here, and then start setting up maybe a defensive fortified stance, or just... I don't know if there's that option still to force march, but say you force march back to a more fortified position, regroup your numbers, and then come back in after they've taken the city, perhaps after they've taken the city, or if you still control it, you come back in and reinforce it, and be this sort of large tug of war every step of the way. I would be extremely interested in such a battle, such a complex campaign. I'm not even sure if that's really complex campaign, but it would be a hell of a lot more interesting than what we have right now. I can at least say that much for a guarantee, because once you take a city, you're pretty much guaranteed to hold it. So it's not much of a tug of war, if you kind of get what I mean with it. And I don't know, I'm really interested in that. It brings that sort of challenge that people were talking about, in that you don't just hold a city and hold it forever. You have to think ahead of time. Is it possible that the AI is going to take back the city? Is it possible? And it just, I don't know, yeah, it just makes the game more interesting to me, at least for me. Ooh, I got the achievement for, I think that's a 100-turn achievement. So this is the first campaign I've actually reached 100 turns on. What? I thought they were bigger than this. Wow, I am really misled. That must have been Royal Scythia then. Or Scythia, however you want to say it. I call it Scythia, but I know the game probably calls it Scythia, and many others call it Scythia, so I'm no expert in language, so don't blame me if I mispronounce something. God forbid I, mispronounce something. But it happens from time to time. No human is ever perfect. Oh man, I don't know. Ever since I've started this series, I've kind of just fallen in love with this game now. And I think it's, it's great that this YouTube thing is actually pushing me to play the game and not just ditch it. Because normally I would just ditch the game because it just... Oh, for the love of God. What the fuck, man? Well, I guess that was probably to be expected sooner or later. What is this? Again, another sabotage. It's just poison wells. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. I moved twice without doing anything. Hire assassins. Yes. Now she can't respawn. Oh, I think she can't respawn. But, goodness gracious. Lost my line of thought again. Oh, man, that just seems to be happening all the time now. Yeah, tireless is coming to be a problem now. Perhaps it's best to start moving back, sabotaging them, yada, yada, yada. The normal thing that people do. So... Yeah, you know what? I've just completely lost my train of thought on that one. Well, good to know I've lost my train of thought. Again. Let's just move back in... I don't think we can... Ooh, he's leveled up again. And what is this? Slaughter. No, that was a pretty obvious choice. Also, I wish we would own... another one of those. I wish, for agents, I wish they were more specific. Like, they're not all assassins. For instance, I wish the diplomat was used on your own lands and to use on other opponents' lands primarily for a conversion effect. No assassination, nothing of the sort. Only, and really, I feel like we should have just changed it into where assassins were a whole nother class in it of themselves. But I don't know. That's probably best talked in another video for better explanation. Also, I just realized the roads don't have any animations. What's up with that, guys? Come on. Well, you know what? Before I start complaining, let me take a more detailed look at that, because They might have animations for it that I'm just missing, or perhaps I'm just playing on too low of a quality to notice them. But from my point of view, it doesn't look like they have those little trade route animation guys. I don't think I've ever seen them once on the roads. Keep in mind, I'm talking about roads. Sea trade routes are different. There are those little boat thingies, but on roads, they don't seem to have... What the hell is this now? God damn it. Crucify him. Because then that'll give you the... Well, that usually gives you the other option to throw him off the rock and gain some senator support. We have 50 now. What is going... Who is gaining so much support? Jeez. Okay, secure promotion. I don't really care. You can kind of tell I don't really care about the whole securing promotion thing, because I just... God, there's so many people I could just secure promotions for. And it just happens, you know? So yeah, yeah, see these little roads here? These lines that are basically roads? Yeah, there's no trading sprite, well, trading animated, moving cart thingies. Like, for, in Rome 1, they had the trade thingy, and it was really cool. Like, my mind was blown by that. Just freaking awesome. It added that sort of cool aesthetic feature that I wish this game had. Shogun 2 actually has it, though, for some reason, they're not on horses, and it's really weird that they're not on horses to me, just because horses would actually make transporting large goods easier. But I also know that well, at least in old Japan, they didn't always travel with horses. Like in most Asian countries, they use themselves, their backs, and backpacked it. So again, I'm okay with that, but it's just kind of weird why we don't have like transport wagons or something. It just made sense. Why didn't they just transport stuff in wagons and they have horses to do it? Or mule, or jackasses. And by that, I'm pretty sure that's a donkey. So yeah, what's up with that? That's something yeah, you know what? I'm going to complain about it now. What's up with that, CA? Like, what's up with that? Seriously. What happened? Is it a budget problem? I can understand if it's a budget problem. Don't get me wrong. I'm not unrealistic when it comes to, you know, making video games. Being a person who wants to get into the industry myself, I'm not completely unrealistic in terms of developing. I understand, you know, to do this probably takes more time, and it may not even be worth the money to do it. So I understand it, but still, I gotta ask, you know, it's just something I have an interest in, you know? It's like these little tiny aesthetic things are just, they're just really cool. And I can't help but notice them sometimes. Although it's kind of funny considering I've played 300 hours of this game, and this is the first time I'm actually noticing that. It's, to an extent, it's kind of sad because I've played 300 hours of this game. So I've wasted a lot of my time on this game. But at the same time, I've not noticed something so small and so cool. I don't know. Perhaps I'm the only one who wants it, you know. Same thing with the whole assassination animations. Like, I know in Rome 1 you didn't have it. Wait, did you? No, Rome 1 did not have the assassination what? Wait a minute. No, Rome 1 did not have it, yeah. But Medieval 2 had it. Empire had it. Shogun 2 had it. Napoleon had it. What happened to the animation scenes where you were assassinating people? I personally loved it. And keep in mind, it also applies to the sabotage that, what? Yeah, change the sentence. It also applies to the sabotage. So it's like, what happened to that? You know, that I know a lot of players were probably complaining, oh, it took up a lot of screen time and whatnot, you know, you couldn't just instant skip it, which is complete bullshit because you could instant skip it if you wanted to, that is. You know what, we'll get that. Oh, right, it's a 2 for, oh, goodness gracious, these generals are leveling up like crazy. I've never gotten a general this high. I don't even know what to do now. Oh, goodness. We could get morale for our guys, but let's be honest, do I even need it at this point? I mean, look at the morale. It's pretty high. It's pretty high right now, and once they hit Legionnaires, they're going to be even higher. So is it even worth morale? Ah, man, this is... too many traits! I don't know what to do! shoot. I don't know what to do. You know what? We'll just raise the authority so that he'll be more capable on the battlefield with his inspires and rally abilities and all the other good stuff. What the? Oh, god dang it, man. This is what I hate. Look at this agent. It is so powerful. I think they're going to attack me soon, though. And I don't have an army. Stupid edict mod. Why did you limit armies? Oh, that was probably just like a mistake or something that he probably isn't working on anymore. But you know what? Whatever. You know, it's not like you can't play the game. You can still play the game perfectly fine. But that kind of puts a cramp in it. Should I move this army back? Oh, man. Oh, that's a lot of turns. That's a lot of freaking turns. I don't know what to do. You know what? I'll move this army north to Alalia. Yeah, Alalia. And then we'll depart from Alalia to Genua, and we'll be defending it against Massilia. I assume is their faction name. Wow, Egypt has gotten pretty far, and is that a woman? Is that a woman model? It looks like a woman model from my screen. I don't know if it is. Perhaps it is. Let's check it out when the beginning of the turn when the turn starts beginning thing. Yeah, I probably need better. I probably need more vocabulary words. So I'm just what? Oh man. But yeah, back to the subject of the sabotages. See, what I say? What I say? What I say, man. 25 senators. Proven to be true. It's pretty good. Because those 25 senators just boosted me back up to 61%. And why hasn't the Civil War started? Gosh darn. Can I please get it to start? I want this thing to happen, you know? I want to experience this goodness. Spy. Alright, I did say we would check this out, and yes, it's a woman model. And holy cow, that is hot. But regardless, let's spy more on what else Tylus has. There is what are they called? Sardis? Something like that. Right, technology is also ready to be wow, we can just jump straight to national. Okay. Okay. I'm okay with that. It's not too bad. Alright, we need to move this out. Goodness, I haven't even talked about it. But the sabotages, you know, the sabotaging animation, what's up with that? Why aren't those in there either? I don't know. I'm just curious about this. If anyone could answer, anyone really, it'd be much appreciated. I just wanted to know, because those things, they seem like small things, but they're really cool to me. Like, I love watching it, especially in Shogun 2, where it was funny when your ninja got stuck in the wall and he just gets kicked off and dies from the fall. Like, that was, I know it's not cool to laugh at their death, but come on, that was kind of funny. And sometimes the duels in Empire was pretty funny, where one of the guys would try to shoot his pistol, but it's not shooting, so he points it at himself. Which, by the way, people, in real life, if you have guns, do not point at yourself or anyone else, unless you mean to kill them. In which case, you're probably police force or military. But another subject for another day. But he would point it at himself, and it would go off, and then he'd kill himself. And it was, I don't know, it was pretty funny to just watch that. And I thought those were fantastic. And it could be budget problems. I'm not saying it's not, and I'm not saying it is, but it could very well be. But it's just something I'm very curious of, because it's something I would really love to see. What the? Oh, right. Okay, so we know there was an army here. It's somewhere out there somewhere. There was also an army down here. Is it still? No, yeah, it's still here. Okay. They have Ghetto Hellenic hoplites. That's not bad. I mean, look at the stats. It's not bad. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. They're fairly cheap to field too. Oh, that's interesting. They have Tribali Swordsman, fairly good unit. What is this? Coastal Bokai? Coastal Bokai? Axemen? I don't know if I'm saying that right. They have Bessie or Besai Spearmen. And, of course, well... Hey, you know, these Spearmen aren't actually that bad. They look like basic Spearmen, too. It's not bad. But I would, of course, use the Ghetto Hellenic Hoplites. I feel like I'm saying ghetto. Like, you know what? Never mind. Yeah, just never mind. But perhaps that's just how it is said. We had a second spy that I forgot. You know what? Let's just bring her to the mainland. I'm just gonna forget about her. I do this a lot in many Total War games where I have units on the field and I just... Whoops, you know, they just kind of get lost, and then maybe 50 turns later I go, holy shit, I had a ninja, right? I'm pretty sure we all have that experience one time or another. But that's just how I am. I'm not super great at controlling units, which is probably what makes me really bad at Dawn of War 2 and StarCraft. I say really bad, but I'm not that bad. It's just, I don't think I'm like pro status level, you know? I can't compete with those Korean players from StarCraft. It's, man, your APM, or what is it? I think it's APM, right? Amount per minute? Your APM, man, too high. Too high. It's too goddamn high. I can't do it, you know? Can't do those 5 million clicks a goddamn second, you know? It's too much, man. Tone it down. What is this? Infamy again? Jesus Christ. What is this? A member of your family, do nothing. I don't care. Get captured by pirates, it's your own fault. And if I have any spouses, whatever, friends watching this in real life, okay. If you get captured by pirates and I ain't rich, you're on your own. If you get captured by pirates and I am rich, you're still on your own. It's not that I don't like you or anything, it's just I don't have a guarantee you're coming back alive. Sorry. And I mean, if they lop off a dick or a finger and they bring it in a box to show me you're alive, for any pirates ever watching this for some odd reason, but if they, you know, do something like that, I'm going to consider you dead, because at that point there really is no guarantee you're alive, because they just lobbed off body parts. I also think for a pirate to do that is really stupid. I know it's a proof of evidence. Wait, is this the right one? Yeah, it's a proof of some evidence. Oh, he's alive, or blah blah blah. He exists, and we have him. Whatever. But to me, that just shows he's dead. And that probably came off really cold. But I just want the whole world to know that. Okay? And I just want the whole world to know. I just know that. That's kind of how I am when it comes to things like this. It's just, there's really nothing I can do for you. You know, if you wanted to get yourself into, well, I shouldn't say anyone wants to, because no one wants to be in a situation like that. But if you ever get in a situation like that, I'm sorry, I'm powerless. Unless there is an exception, I am in the military. In some... God dang it, what the hell? No! No! That was not what I want. Ah, such a high-level scout! Wait, scout? Spy! Ah, that was not what I wanted to happen. Okay, we have problem now. People are dying. I probably should be panicking at this point. This is really bad, because they have really high-level agents where I have to be able to do something, and we lost 50 senator support. I don't know what to do. There's nothing I can do. Well, there probably is a lot I could do. I just don't want to do it. Like, I don't want to attack them yet. I just don't. It's just not time yet. But yeah, that's kind of how I am. Unless I'm like in the SEAL teams or the Green Beret or something of the sort. Unless I'm something like that, I'm probably not going to be of help. And I'm not going to say I'm not... Well, I shouldn't say I'm not going to help you. I'll try to do the best I can with what I've got. but do not rely on me. It is kind of just that. Like, yeah, don't rely on me for situations like this, because I'm just an average citizen. I'm just an average well, I shouldn't even say citizen. Civilian. I'm just the average Joe. What do you expect me to do? They asked $3 million. I don't even have $50, right? What am I supposed to do at that point? And there's nothing. And I'm sorry if this happens to you and you come crying to me and I really can't do anything about it, and you just blame me like it's my fault, after I've probably called the police, notified them, the FBI, CIA, and all the whole military, and they chose not to do it. Don't blame me. I did what I could. I notified the right authorities about the situation. I did what I could. But yeah, just don't blame me for the whole world going to shit. It would be like if all of a sudden I warned you there was a nuclear bomb coming towards you, and then you blame me that there's a nuclear bomb. I didn't do shit. I just said there was. Right? So don't blame me. In that sense, I can understand you blaming me if it was actually my fault. Then yes, blame me. Definitely. But I would probably never put you in such a situation, because that is a totally dick move and not cool to do, and it's totally not my style. Totally. Totally not my style. But yeah, if you get caught up in like some situation like that where a terrorist group or something caught you, please don't come crying to me as like your absolute first, like the person who's gonna go in badass kicking with M60s and taking them out. Don't expect that from me. I'll call the police for you, of course, and some of the more other things that would help you get out of the bad situation. But I'm not gonna like kick down a door and start chucking C4 at everybody. That's unrealistic. I don't even have that. And I mean, you could say, oh, well, you can make explosives, by yourself and blah, 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 and, use a sword if you have to. That sounds great, but again, I don't have combat experience. I don't have the training necessary to do it, and I'm probably wasting a lot of time just by ending this turn, but I kind of want to go to the Civil War, which I assume will happen even later, so yeah, I guess. And I'm also in this awkward situation of not sure what to do, and it's probably because I'm commentating as fast as I am and trying to get through as many turns as I could. But because I just got that achievement, I'm assuming we're past turn 100, and we started on turn 90? So that's pretty good progress. But yeah, don't expect me to like come in with pipe bombs and M60, C4, and nuclear devices and power armor. Do not forget the power armor. Don't expect me coming in that. Because I couldn't even afford the first thing, which was probably pipe bombs. That's kind of easy to afford. So there's that kind of unrealistic expectations. And I know, some of you are probably more realistic than others. Like, oh, that's not me. I don't expect this from my friends. And then all of a sudden it happens to you, and you're like, dude, launch a nuclear weapon at me. And they're just like, I don't even have one, right? Well, I guess that's not really a laughing matter, because it is a very serious matter as well, but, I'm just saying. For the sake of saying, you know what, I'm just gonna shut up about it, because it's not, I'm just not even contributing anything good. Trading fields is great. I say great, and they're not even that great. They're okay. Okay, you know what? We're gonna attack. Fuck this. Enough waiting. Waiting is boring. War, war, war! Everyone goes to war! Let's encircle, and I'm just gonna do this the quick style. I know a lot of you will probably want to watch me fight it, but let's be honest here. I kind of want to move a little fast, and so I'm not gonna be fighting every single battle out. As I pointed out in probably the last video, that I'm not fighting every single battle out, especially when I know it's freaking pointless. And I'm still not sure what you guys reacted on that, mostly because I haven't been reading any comments as of late, but primarily because you guys haven't commentated. You haven't commented. What am I talking? Commentated? No, commented. Is that even a word? You didn't comment yet, so yeah, there's that too. Let's go with Salt Patrol. Was that even the right guy? Oh goodness, I don't know. Yes, it was. You know what? Single combat. Enemy wounded. Awesome. Sabotage poison wells. Wait, what the fudge? What is the yellow thingy? The yellow thingy with the hand and the thingy. I know I'm saying thingy and you probably don't know what I'm talking about, but the yellow thingy, you know? What is that? I actually don't know what that is. I keep saying no shit, I don't actually know what it is. No shit. Why do I keep saying it? Jeez. I'm a moron. A maroon.
As you command.
Let's put that on spy mode and let's get this game rolling again. Let's see if we can't take that little I call it a little city and it's like massive. The city that Tylist holds right now on that edge where it's the only connector. Okay, we're modern day well, it's not even Constantinople, but basically where Constantinople is and that little stretch of land is the only way to cross by land. So, that city, Nicomedia right there, I wonder if I can take that by the coming turn at least. Or, something of the sort. It looks like I'm giving some time, not much though, but some time is better than no time. And it looks like Pontus is actually a dead faction, and holy goodness, I just realized Royal Scythia is, yeah, what?
I will do anything for Rome.
Okay. Well, bitch is going down.
The gods guide my hand.
You wanted to hinder me. I wanted to hurt you. It's poison more wells, and god damn it, what the hell? What the hell, man? Like, seriously? What the hell? Alright, let's move this in. Let's put you on lot. Let's attack. They don't... their units are okay. Not bad. Let's continue siege first. Let's build a workshop. There we go. And that's what I was thinking. We need a workshop there. Nos is pretty much a dead faction. We do have roads to worry about, but yeah. I don't think it's time to move out to the sea yet. Yeah. It's not time to move to the seas. We are currently defending, which is fantastic. This spy is, can you? Awesome. Alright, new spy, level 2. Let's do that. Can we hire another? No. Okay, well, I'm really limited on what I can do. Let's see. We have you who has leveled up, and we could get more zeal, or we just assault patrol. It's not bad. Alright, well, I guess I'll end my long rant here, and the video, which was probably very, very awkward for all of you to watch, but I will end it here, and I'll pick up with a battle in the next one, so see you there!